you was the best person to introduce me into the Asian culture because you're a real G. Do you get what I mean? And you're proper Asian. So remember, everything I know about flipping Pakistan, do you get what I mean? Big up my boy Mo.
Come on,
BDL, Bengali Defence League. You don't know Baizam. Yeah? But remember, I'm fortunate to have real ones around me what showed me your culture properly. Imagine you was just a fucking cunt to me.
yeah.
And you just did cuntish stuff. I wouldn't be talking about my first Miller and all of this stuff, and first time I had Sangaloo and Sag Paneer and Tea Milan and all of this flipping stuff. And talking about I want Johnnies and pink tea. I wouldn't be saying none of that stuff. I'll be talking about everything in a negative. So remember, we've been friends for over 10 years, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
Wow.
But just going back to Sis over here, it's like, it's such a rarity. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a difference between, I think I've seen a black person on TV before. There's a little bit of familiarity, do you know what I'm saying? Or I might have identified, or there's, do you know what I'm saying? People look at Sis and it's like, it's like they could never foresee, do you know what I'm saying?
Well, go on.
And then with that, I think, because when I was in there with you, I was getting looks,
trans at first,
I was getting looks of disgust.
Yeah.
I was getting like...
Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they must think you're trans at first, though. But remember, that's what I'm saying, lack of knowledge. Because remember, you're a deformity. And then what makes it worse, you're trying to be feminine like a proper woman, but then your facial features are saying it's something else.
Yeah.
So if you came in there with a pair of jeans and the top of it, you would easily just blend in.
There we go.
No one would. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where the contrast is. But don't dim your light. You are what you are. And bruv, God made you how He made you. What can you do?
I love that.
What can you do?
That's what I speak to my aunt a lot, my Narstie, and she's gonna arrive tomorrow. I'm so excited. From India, and I always say to her, like, Narstie ji, like, I understand I look a certain way. I can't help it. My body is just navigating itself this way. I go, I've asked God many times, like, why? And I've gotten answers, and I'm happy with it, and I've just... And
what's the answers?
The answer...
Yeah.
I won't share the answer.
Oh, okay.
But one thing I've learned is there will always be someone that stands up, right, and speaks. So if 1 in 10 women have PCOS, then someone like me that has a God-given platform, like, I should use that platform to speak up about it, because there's loads of other women that are struggling with it that don't have the confidence. And yeah, I might struggle up here sometimes, but Harnam, you've been through it all. Shut the fuck up. Like, come on, you've been through it all. If you look like a man, people are going to call you a man. If you're a bearded lady and you're not the norm, people are going to treat you like you're not the norm. People are going to come at you with questions, and they might come to you with a certain way of, they might approach me in a certain way. But I used to be very defensive back in the day. How dare you? And I used to swear. But it's like, no.
Right.
Still, yes! It's that extra testosterone.
I know, I'm going to be serious.
No, you're good. But it's like, Harinam, you need to stop being like that, because people don't know. People have never seen you. You're not the norm. You'll never be the norm. And because of that, people are going to interact with you in a different way. Depending on how much love they have for themselves, or whatever the hell people want to say, Do
you know what though? But when you have a conversation with her and she explains it to you, remember, the first assumption is the mother of all fuck ups.
Yeah.
And the thing what's fucking up her whole parempe, is that she's been assumed to be tranny from the jump. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where the problem is. So after you speak to her and she said, no, I'm not transgender, it's because of blah, blah, blah. But remember, because of how social media and how we live, everyone's just thrown into a box.
And no one takes the time anymore to have them conversations.
So that's the thing.
It's assume, and crack on.
Yeah. So when you've got a 10-second clip that's gone everywhere, and it's from a wider video. I mean, how long was that video?
2 hours.
It was long. So when you got a 10-second clip from like an hour to 2 hour video, that's all you know of that person. You're never going to research them. I can explain on my story, but they're not going to come watch my story because they've got that 10-second clip of me, and that's all they know of me.